Hello YouTube and welcome back. Once again, we're going to have a build contest for Season 3 of Last Epoch. Season 3 began on August 21st, just about a week ago, and since then people have been cooking all kinds of neat builds. But we want to do something very exciting with a brand new unique item that's been introduced to the game. So for those of you who haven't done these build contests in the past, you'll see lots of good information listed in Discord if you click the link below in the doobly-doo. But let's first talk about what the item's going to be and what the other choices could have been instead. So for us, there are a lot of brand new uniques that are here. Most of them are primordial unique items. So primordial, if you're out of the loop, means that you can only have one of them. You can only have one tier 8 affix in your build. You can only have one primordial unique item in your build. So one of the things that I think Last Epoch has done very well for a long period of time is the idea of opportunity cost. If you use something, it can be very strong, but it means you're giving up something else instead. And the whole primordial idea in Season 3 here highlights that, and I think the devs did a great job with it. So each of these unique items is like very, very exciting. If you go to like Tunk Lab, for example, or any of those like third-party websites, you can see a nice list of all the new ones. Things like Architects of Astral Blood just being a juiced up extreme version of Exsanguinous. Very exciting. I consider doing Blue Feather Band because it reduces your mana, reduces mana cost, but something that breaks the parity of this is building into something that has like a mana generator, like mana gain on hit or mana gain on skill use. So there's like cool stuff there, but let's scroll to the very, let's see, it's not the bottom because we're going to be using something right there in the middle. This one right here. We are going to be building around a little unique primordial ring called Legends Entwined. So those of you who have been here for a while looking at the build contests in the past will know that we recently did a build contest commemorating the set affixes that were just introduced, I believe in Season 2. So in Season 2 we got set affixes, we could shatter our set items and put those affixes onto rare items, and the big idea was like this would compete with unique items. So like the LP stuff, it's especially because LP items have guaranteed 1 LP slams these days. The fact that that was introduced, the guaranteed 1 LP slams, along with set affixes, really meant that set affixes never really had a time to shine. Because the whole 1 LP thing is completely insane. Very, very strong. Especially for like builds that just want to slap T7 attributes on every single item, especially enabling things like Red Ring. But like, you just make exactly what you want, and LP is a very easy way to build a character. On the other hand, with set affixes, it is not as easy to build a character because you don't get that base of an LP item as like your starting point. So we had a really exciting contest for the set affixes. And then along comes the Legends Entwined unique primordial item. This thing counts as a part of every equipped item. So for example, if you wanted to do the Velatria set, it requires you to have a mage helmet equipped and a staff. Instead, if you were a mage, you could use a wand and still be the Velatria set. Alternatively, if you were a sentinel, for example, you could use a staff and still have the Velatria bonus because this Legends Entwined ring would count for the mage exclusive helmet. So breaking those kinds of class boundaries is very exciting. Being able to do something like Shard of the Shattered Lance and stacking up health regeneration, but you can use a two-handed sword instead of using a one-handed sword. Like you could even use a two-handed unique sword and use it along with an exalted relic that happens to have the set affix on it. There's so much mixing and matching that goes into this item. On top of that, it fits in with the set items that we've previously explored, so it's kind of like a continuation of a previous build contest with this sweet new item. And on top of that, I haven't really heard of people exploring this item on their own. I've heard of people doing things with the Butcher Crown, which is a crazy powerful item. I've heard of people trying to do things with the Wildfire Ignite Proliferation Amulet and being a little bit disappointed in that regard. But this item really deserves time. It deserves us looking at this item and thinking about the powerful new things that can be created or enhanced using this item and mix and match in the different pieces of crafting that are available in the game. I would love to see someone get a set affix and then Havoc that affix to a tier 7 affix and then Primordial that affix to a set or to a tier 8 thing. But I just realized you can't do a tier 8 affix because that's a Primordial Exalted and this is Primordial. Okay, so maybe not that. What I'm trying to say is that I'm excited. So this contest is going to begin on August 28th. That'll be a Thursday. This contest will conclude on twitch.tv/PrayerThePig on September 2nd, which is a Tuesday, so Thursday to Tuesday. The submissions, the rules will all be listed in Discord. You can always click and explore that on your own time. But just note that all submissions must be done by September 1st, so that we have like about 24 hours, maybe a little bit less than that, to review the builds. Because even if we get 100 submissions, I'm not going to go over 100 submissions on stream. I'll pick the ones that look like the sweetest, and we'll be talking about those on stream instead. Speaking of sweetest, this build contest has always been a sweetest build contest, which is kind of like a popularity contest as well. But lately, we've been adding another portion of the contest, a DPS portion, or just a damage portion. So we did that previously as well. We had 6 winners altogether. We had like first, second, third place for each category times 2. So we'll have the normal sweetest category to see like what's the biggest brain you can come up with to make use of this primordial unique item here. And then there'll also be a biggest damage portion, seeing who can make the biggest number, who can one-shot Uber Aberoth, what's the biggest number that you can make happen, hopefully while highlighting something that Legends Entwined does. If your big brain idea is just like use the last bear set to get plus 30 strength to boost up a skill that scales off of strength, maybe that's the biggest damage that this thing allows us to do, but it's not particularly sweet. We'll see. We'll see. All in due time. In any case, I'm very excited for this contest. The build that I'm playing in the background here is going to be an Avalanche build. If you're interested, stay tuned because I'm going to be explaining this build on stream as well. It's going to be a good time. So that's it. We'll see you on Discord where the rules are all posted. The submissions will be there too. Thanks for being here. See you next time.